But we have Motta. Motta of Ninjas in Pajamas played amazing and hit the shot of the weekend, if you ask me, in Boston during the major. MD goes for Melhorde. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. I don't know the pronunciation, all the correct pronunciation. Somebody who seemed to play just really smart 1v1 as opposed to just relying on their raw mechanics and speed was, as I'm sure many of you guys remember, Dr. Known. Dr. Known from KSA was just a really, really smart 1v1er. And now a ton of space to work with. Motta challenges. Swiftt is not in an easy position. Motta's going to demo. Swiftt, you can see the RLCS, but I think it's worth noting, well, actually Furia didn't really have that great of an outing either, but pretend like that talent was fostered from our region. Swiftt, nice resets for the fourth. 4-2 lead over Motta, who was wave dashing to close a bit of the distance. This is my least favorite trend, where you guys just ask about me drinking, considering I never have. Which for a moment there, looked like a risk not worth taking as Motta tried to get a long shot. Even though he doesn't score, he has a great position. Now, Swiftt pre-jumping the air triple bump and getting there before Motta can get around the ball. I don't think it translates as much. I think it does count a little bit as practice, as Swiftt misses what was probably an open net. Swiftt is definitely SSL. So is Motta. These guys are top 100 players. Swiftt is going to win game one. And Swiftt. Motta making his debut in the one scene against the fellow South American. Not an easy one to beat. I think Swiftt, when he last played KV1, did get the win and isn't back there. If we consider Yan, who probably is back in South America for now. Check to see where Motta is at. Reset wave dash. Tried to fall to the ground and sneak underneath Motta, who successfully covered it. His long shot is not going to be followed up, and Swiftt actually banked on it. Now Motta leaning back into the reset, needs a bump to try and finish it. Is his recovery good enough? It is not. Swiftt will counter. Swiftt, something you could see from somebody who maybe hasn't played as many show matches. Oh, Swiftt, what a shot! My goodness. I mean, at some point, you also just have to credit what Swiftt is doing. Swiftt slamming the ball down from the ceiling. Motta picking up the corner boost and has possession. Now, these are the kind of situations that we need to see Motta converting on, and the demo will do it. Swiftt has been a bit unorthodox in net and has made it possible for Motta to score when he otherwise wouldn't have. That pop was too strong to really get a solid follow-up from Swiftt, man. Swiftt is just playing exactly to his name, which of course is going to lead to chat going crazy with their Swiftt puns. You know, we'll probably do another next-gen tournament. I don't know if we'll do one before Swiftt turns 15, but we couldn't get Swiftt in last time. It's tough because it's a 1v1 tournament, and it's easy, or it's possible, you know, Mina can't play South America, so that's why Swiftt wasn't in next gen, even though he's definitely capable. This is a great hook shot from Motta, because we had 3 or 4, I think, Mina players. Not even, time wouldn't have even come off the clock by the time people recognized that it was actually a plat 1v1. And what I mean by that is, like, the clock doesn't start until you hit the ball on the kickoff. He outed. How old is Diaz, the Sam player? I'm not sure. All I know about Diaz, the Sam player, is seems to catch some heat on Twitter. Playing passively, waiting for Swiftt to back off this ball. Bounce dribble, fake, has Swiftt in the air. Nice play. Threatening, ripping the flick on target. Swiftt has no choice to try and make a play. Even landing there, ball dashes seem to be second nature to Motta. As he tries to bump, Swiftt is going to get back down and get the save. The ball gets only 30% of the way in before Swiftt stops it. And now it's Swiftt falling into the resets, and it's going to do the same to Motta, this time on a higher bounce. Convinces Motta to come off the back wall, expecting the shot, and the slow bounce. One near post before the recovery. Did not succeed. Great first touch, and just barely able to catch. Motta on the bounce dribble. In the final moments, sometimes it can be easy if the defender is just going to camp in net and not come out to meet you. You can just put a nice little hook shot up over behind him. Just needs to play a bit of keep away and is not doing the best job in the world at it, but can launch this one to the ground. And it will be a tied series, 1-1 between Motta and Swiftt. Air dribble 50. Swiftt on the board. Motta, your favorite though. Half the games are threes, and wow, Swiftt, what a shot. We'll watch it again from Motta's perspective to get the full feel. And then BDS, another top team. I would say that Rule 1 has a better ones team for sure, maybe even a better twos team. So yeah, I think Rule 1 does get a lot better for never going away despite his teammates getting taken from him. Swift's going to be able to follow this one up. But I think they're the team that is kind of like struggling. What is Motta putting camera work in as he gets these resets? Oh, Swiftt just missed an open net. Still up 3 though. Motta is not recovering and definitely could have. Swiftt did not deserve this one, but Motta let him have it. Swiftt not allowed to go for the ground pinch he wanted. Motta off the back wall. Look at this shot. Motta not out of it with 1:22. And I think the most interesting part is the camera work again. I swear to go, it's looking like a Swiftt 2-1 lead, barring Motta's amazing potential comeback. And actually, Swiftt is going to pre-jump this way too passively. Doesn't make a play on the ball and just floats himself all the way to the net. I'm not sure what ones. But, I mean, BDS, like they said, didn't qualify. When I was talking to him before they played the qualifier, he said it would either be him or Monkey Moon playing their ones. I wonder if that's the backup plan when he's not able to just completely beat people to the ball with that kickoff. He instead is able to control it into his corner. So he's not 3-3. So you have to be able to hang in every mode. And I know not every top team in threes can do it. Real possession of the game. And brings his dribble down for a low 50. And then slots top right. Motta on the board. Driving is definitely an important part of 1v1. Motta is absolutely popping off here in this 4th game. I don't know. It seems like before was playing stressed almost. It might unlock a level that we haven't seen yet from Motta. Not going to be able to get back to this one. Swiftt gets to just take a pretty straightforward shot on net and converts to be with it because he gets almost everybody to pass him the ball. Swiftt seemed to have, or sorry, Motta seemed to have the immediate read. Motta is going to get a second goal. Goes as wide as he does. But he must have at least some success with it if he's feeling like it's worthy to bring out in show matches. Can he get this double reset? 50? No, he cannot. So Motta actually should just have a goal the other way. Impressed me the most was Mawson. I think everyone has Rawas and Killiers. You know, they were up there for offensive and defensive MVP. I think everyone knew they had a really solid event. He should even find his way into the top lists. Motta trying to pass to himself, and I only kind of remember that being a match that was played. Motta interception 4. Is Flake still a top ones player? You know, it's kind of like Drally, if you ask me. You know, people were talking about earlier, Drally, whenever he puts his time into the game, he becomes a top player. I don't know how much Flakes puts in. Not gotten such an unlucky draw. That's what his opponent likes to do and how to punish them for that. Select this possession and should be an absolutely no rush to get to Swift's net, but also just do a bit of a better job of protecting the ball. Motta demo now. Grabs 100 at the midfield. All of this is fine for him. I'd like to see him playing a bit more aggressive because Flakes did stream the entirety of his run as well because he does it for the content. Long shot from Swiftt. Swiftt is not going to need OT to take the win. Something crazy like that. I don't know why all those people would be in his pool, but he had. I know he had Viziers. He just had an insane pool. Motta though is going to clutch up. Air dribble bump. Not holding his head and moping about the fact that he had the lead and job of delaying his kickoff. Has an air dribble now. Is rushing the ball to net. Reset. Has to keep it in the air. In fact, Swiftt might keep it in the air the other way. Swiftt did such a good job. The flick is too high, right? Oh, it's crossbar down on his wheels and make the save. Motta just launches one right at Swiftt. He could have put it in so many different places in net, but decides to prioritize getting the fastest and soonest shot, which meant just slamming it directly at Swiftt. Swiftt, what a 50, and is going to win the game 10-9. Swiftt, the player that trolls the most. Hey, Swiftt clutched this one out. Score is insane. 1v1 score is not comparable to other game modes at all. Be a guaranteed goal, but Swiftt stayed patient and waited for the real deal before making a play on the ball. Can Swiftt recover? Swiftt has done a bit of magic. Swiftt, what an air dribble bump. Chipped the ball with a single touch and then just went flying for Motta, who he knew was going to be pre-jumping. How much he needs to rush if he wants to get a goal. Chasing Swiftt off the ball and absolutely should be scoring this. Is going to, but listeners. Because there's certainly songs or artists that are not English speaking that next partner, it'll be short-lived. She's going to make a song about fear, which will be the theme for Worlds RLCS. I'm sorry, but that is not the case. Swiftt pre-jumped. Motta has turned this around. I feel like there's a ton of songs as Motta. Swiftt. Air dribble resets. Motta actually got the save somehow and actually rolled the ball almost out of scoring position. Swiftt starting to work his way back. A lot of that has to come at the kickoff because if you're controlling every kickoff, you can almost completely shut out comebacks. This is great play by Swiftt. Swiftt, another kickoff win. Multiple kickoff wins in a row. Big fake, gets Motta in the air. Slow bouncer, pulling away from it. Really felt like a shot was coming. Swiftt. Long shot has tied the game. An additional minute 14 to try and take the lead as well. Motta's going to hand the ball over to him. Swiftt rolled out of the way and allowed Swiftt to take the lead to finish off what was an insane comeback. Angle and has Motta backing all the way off. Swiftt has been very proficient in these positions. The double jump shot. Maybe just single jump. Either way, just launches it to the top right, and Motta actually takes this away. This is going to be a Motta goal. Please be a Motta goal. Yes, it is. Okay. And we'll get a game win. 10-9. Swiftt. Not going to be so easy. But Swiftt wanted the extra game and really end up regretting it because he has won the best of 5, but double-digit scoreline for one of these two. Swiftt has the ceiling reset, and Motta comes to challenge early. And Swiftt pops it around him. This is a really solid setup. Just inches away from the ceiling usually means that Motta demoed Swiftt should just have a second goal. Is a different player. If we were to run it again, would Iraqi Ahmad win again? Not sure. I haven't seen Ahmad be able to pick up any boost. If he wants boost, he's going to have to back off all the way to the corner, which it looks like he will do. So Swiftt will attack with space. The 50 is in. So often, that's the way it works out. Right when the defender buys himself a bit of time and the ability to... So you have to do your best to make them feel like they can never get any shots they want. And certainly by backing off there, he allows Swiftt to feel comfortable and set up the ideal air. Are you lying? Because I think a lot of people here in chat would agree that it is an interesting mode. Something tells me Motta's flick has Swiftt in net again, and I like this idea to go low. I feel like earlier we saw Motta send the ball to crossbar height in this position. Doesn't seem like it really would have mattered. Swiftt didn't have the... And is spamming ball cam like crazy as he tries to get the right read. Oh my goodness, this save was off the crossbar and decides not to jump. I feel like a quick double jump might have had the save. But for whatever reason, Swiftt thinks, you know, maybe... Motta, 20 seconds to find the goal. Swiftt had control. You're going to see the frustration flick of the camera again. This long shot was handleable. Swiftt decides to go to the right side of the ball. Swing wide enough to make Swiftt not feel good about the eligible bump. So he pulled back in an attempt to try. Oh no, Motta had a chance to finish it in style and go to game 7, but instead Swiftt will win on the counterattack. Motta just needed to pull off the ball a slight bit in order to double that in. But instead, it'll be the long shot from Swiftt. 24 seconds into overtime and a 4-2 win for one of the best 1v1ers in South America.